Now, listen, you guys, it seems like Ice Spice and her team have decided to resort to gaslighting, and we're going to be talking about Nicki Minaj and the Mexico huge arena performance, as well as JT's performance on Jimmy Jaguar Wright getting arrested, okay? And these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's team. Now, you guys, it does seem like Paprika Spice has decided to, resort to playing games, mind games, manipulation, and I don't know what exactly she's trying to do at this moment. Now, you guys know that recently she revealed, obviously, her album cover, and, which caused quite the commotion. It seems like she also decided to take, to her socials to post the backstage, footage of her Y2K album, cover shoot. And so in that entire footage, you guys, they were literally playing Super Bass by Nicki Minaj whilst they were doing the entire shoot, okay? And so obviously that is being received with mixed feelings, with people saying you could not even take to Twitter to clear anything about the text messages that got leaked, and now you want to pop out here playing some Nicki Minaj. And after all those text messages, I personally don't, on a normal day, like if it were somebody else, I could have just been like, oh, okay, maybe she is just, listening to Super Bass for inspiration, what they do, when people are doing photo shoots, and maybe she genuinely likes Nicki Minaj. That's how I would, probably interpret it. But now after the text messages, you guys, after seeing how much of a user and a social climber she is, I'm obviously looking at this in a different way, because if she genuinely does look at Nicki Minaj as an idol like she was claiming, then I mean she would have taken time to, if it's not clearing the air, she could have just apologized. Do you know what? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, even a statement of apology, she could have done at least that. But the fact that she could not publicly go out there and say, you know what, I was just venting, I was this, I really am sorry, I'm apologizing. The fact that she is not doing that, to me, does seem like she's still trying to play mind games and things like that. She's trying to leave the door open just so, if it doesn't work, if Nicki Minaj really does show her behind the scenes that, you know what, I'm not messing with you anymore, then she can boldly go against Nicki Minaj. Okay, because here releasing a statement acknowledging or apologizing to Nicki Minaj, if Nicki still doesn't forgive her after that, and if she tries to work with, Nicki's quote unquote ops, then people would be like, oh, well, you're just going that side because Nicki refused to forgive you. So she's leaving that door open. Her not publicly acknowledging or apologizing to Nicki Minaj is her basically leaving the door open, for if she needs to switch on to the other side and start going against Nicki Minaj, she will not be too embarrassed to do that. That's how I feel about that entire situation. So personally, I don't feel like that's coming from a genuine place. I feel like it's coming from a place where she wants the Barbz to see how the Barbz are going to react. Are they going to easily forgive her? Are they going to, pay attention still? Or are they going to completely ignore her? That's why she's subtle with these, apologetic acts of hers. It's because she wants to see how the Barbz are going to react and receive her after that. But it's a good thing. It seems like the Barbz have moved on, and they're just doing their thing. And people like to bring in this entire situation and saying, how is Ice Spice, any different than JT? Now, with Jetavia, I will say this. Her apology was as public as a disrespect. Do you understand what I'm saying? Everybody was out there saying, oh my goodness, that girl made you repeat your, the diss track that, you wrote for her. Oh my God, she was humiliating you and things like that. And I'm like, oh, wow, if you go out of your way to disrespect a legend who hasn't done anything, to you, of course, you have to face some consequence of some sort. And if it means reciting your own diss track to her directly on live, of course you'll do it. Okay, because that's one thing I appreciate about JT. She was not too scared to come out here and say, you know what, I'm sorry, I apologize for, speaking on things that I didn't know. Now that I'm in the industry, I see the light, I see what you were doing, I see what was happening. I apologize. Personally, whether they fall out in the future or not, I still respect Jetavia for being able to do that. But the same cannot be said for Ice Spice, who's still straddling the fence and trying to play mind games with people, okay? So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about Ice Spice Barb fishing. And speaking about Jatavia, you guys, did you see her performance with, what's her name again, Doechii, on Jimmy? Oh my goodness, Jatavia really, really, really slayed that performance. And you could tell the energy changed them, the moment Jatavia came out to perform her verse on Alter Ego. Like, people literally went insane for her. People were screaming for her, and people knew her verse more than anything else on that entire song. Okay, so that's one thing that JT is is out there being able to do, to have people care about your actual lyrics. And I understand why lately she hasn't been doing that much of shaking her behind. She does shake her behind here and there, but I love how she's not making that the core of her artistry. She's not making shaking her behind the core of everything. Okay, if she does decide to shake her behind, it's just another piece added to the main core, which is the lyrics, ensuring that the audience really does know your lyrics and stuff like that. And I do feel like that's how you build a solid fan base when it comes to rap. Okay, because after all has been said and done, everybody can shake a behind. Okay, and anybody can get a jiggly effect if they decide to go for a BBL. So it's not really a distinct special talent to shake your behind, because anyone can wake up and decide to do it. The same cannot be said when it comes to writing raps that people actually relate to, people actually vibe to, people actually like. And I do feel like that's why she's organically growing a fan base. It's because she's really putting in effort in the lyrical content. Okay, when it comes to metaphors and all these things, double entendres, of course she's not exactly there, if we're gonna be honest. But with more practice, if she writes more, I could see her really doing well, if I am going to be honest. Okay, so yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. I will, however, point out the fact that people were talking about her shorts, the shorts that she likes to wear, and people were like, oh my goodness, we feel like, well, they don't exactly go well with the body type and things like that. And in as far as the outfit is concerned, I totally do agree with the people. I do feel like those tiny shorts sometimes are not exactly flattering. Other than that, her performance for me was extremely beautiful. I'm not even gonna lie, it's extremely beautiful, and I could see her going upwards only from this point on. Okay, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, you guys, Nicki Minaj. Well, it is actually being reported that Nicki Minaj will be performing in Mexico, and at the Palacio de los Deportes. What am I doing? Am I not silly? I don't know how to pronounce this. I mean, I've told you before, okay? Which is reportedly the second largest arena venue in the entire country. So, I mean, congratulations to Onika. And she herself has been hinting to that, even on her Instagram stories and things like that. And so, yeah, I know that the Mexican Barbs right now are super excited. And I hope they will have a great time, in Gig City, okay? The next thing that we are going to be talking about, you guys, Bia and Lights Out. So Bia has got a song that is out that's called Lights Out. I did take my time and I listened to the track and I love it, and that actually has the potential of becoming a hit. Okay, it's poppy, it's a nice song. It's something that I could see myself playing over and over again. It's something that has some sort of replay value. It's something that's like, which song can I like in that song to the vibe that I'm getting from that? I would say maybe early 2011, 12. I would say, yeah, I would say 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. That's the vibe that I'm getting from the song, in a good way. Actually, it is a good song, if I'm gonna be honest. So if you haven't checked that out, please do go ahead and check it out. Okay, now you guys, it is being reported that Jaguar Wright has been arrested, and this comes after that entire sit down that she did with Armon. I didn't even cover it here because I didn't think that it was true, the things that she was claiming and alleging in that interview. You do know that's when she was talking, this thing about seeing a tape allegedly that has Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj on, and they were doing the deed. I honestly don't believe it. And I really did think that it was absurd. That's why I didn't even report on it. Okay. And even Armon Wiggins went ahead and said that, oh well, I don't believe it and things like that. And I'm just like, yeah, you're being messy. If you do not believe it, then why are you having this woman lying like this? That's something that I won't believe. Okay. And of course I did see some people on the TL saying, oh my goodness, if that tape does come to light, Barbs are going to be so embarrassed. And I'm like, even if it were to be true, okay, I know it's not true, but hypothetically, if it were actually going to be true, why would the Barbs be embarrassed? Because according to this lying woman, the tape, it's Megan eating out Nicki Minaj. So how is that going to be embarrassing to the Barbs if Megan is the one who's doing the eating? Like, I don't think the Barbs would be embarrassed about anything like that. But that being said, that's even like a hypothesis, because there's nothing true about that. It does not exist. This lady is just being delusional. So yeah, let me know what you think about Jaguar's arrest. I think by now is the time, like as I'm doing this video, I think I saw a headline somewhere saying that, well, she has been released and things like that. And personally, it is what it is, man. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, speaking about cancel culture, it does seem like the music industry had said that they are canceling Chris Brown and stuff. And personally, I have told you over and over again that, Chris really is talented, okay? So now it seems like people are having a conversation around his shows, because his tour that he's doing right now is always fully packed. So people are like, okay, how are you saying you guys managed to cancel this guy, but when it comes to his tours, like, it's always packed, it's always sold out. Like, each time he decides to go on tour, like, yeah, he's on demand like that. And also people were talking about his meet and greets. People had mixed feelings about that, because he's allegedly charging something like 1.1 or 1.2 k, and so people are like, oh my goodness, why are these overpriced and things like that. And yeah, let me know in the comment section how you feel about Chris Brown. It seems he himself is even surprised that people are always say that, well, he's cancelled, but his shows are always selling out. So yeah, let me know what you think about that, you guys, in the comment section. I did see a thing of Baby Tate. Well, she just got cleared by Got the Scoop. Now, Got the Scoop, I like her. Like, I like her like that, okay? Before I even started this channel, I was literally on Got the Scoop's page, and I think it was just starting, and I loved her so very much, and I still do even now. So what happened is that I guess Baby Tate was trying to be shady, and so she said, I don't trust a bee that got beef with too many people, because, like, you sure not the problem, girly. And so one thing about Got the Scoop is she does not play when it comes to Nicki Minaj. She does not play. Okay. And so I guess she felt like, Tate was being this Baby Tate was being shady towards Nicki Minaj, because as it stands, it seems like all the girls are clicking up, and it seems, and with that entire narrative, I also don't understand, because recently we have a new hater, a new op in the building, by the name of Flop Millie, and at this point, this girl, nothing, Nicki hasn't done anything to this girl, but she pretended to be hacked, recently, only to pop out with lottery ticket and Bongo 2 doing a song together. So the coincidence of it all is insane to me, okay? But people want to say Nicki Minaj is the problem. Like, what has Nicki ever done to Flop Millie? Decline the feature, is that a crime? And you guys want to come out here and say, with your entitled behind, that, well, because Nicki Minaj refuses to just hand out collaborations and features just like that, you guys want to come and try and paint her to be the bad guy. Well, click up, nobody cares. Anyway, Got the Scoop went in and said, and I don't trust women who secretly be subbing people but act like they like them so they can seem like a ghost girl. LOL, or sneak dissing people they actually like and play dumb when people point it out. Oh my God. Okay. And she was not playing in the comment section. And then somebody said to her, your blog page or bab page. And she said, are you an H or a D eater? LOL, why you bring up the babs? Where on this post or in my response did you see anything Bab related? Stick to the topic at hand, okay? And so somebody said no names were said, but here you are crying and throwing up in the replies. And Got the Scoop said, are you slow? Who is really crying? I clearly stated what I don't like neither. So LOL, was any name said? Your fave done got sub down for years. LOL, sit this one out, okay? And then yeah, so it was just insane, you guys. And then Tate came and said, laugh my behind off. What? I'm literally talking about someone I know in real life, because I have a real life. Like, what are you talking about? And I'm just like, I dislike this thing of people trying to make it seem like just because you clock their BS online, you don't have a real life. I'm like, the same type you used to type your BS is the same time that I used to clock your BS. Okay. So don't make it seem like just because I've clocked you, I don't have a life in real life. You'd be shocked. Some of you would like to come out here in my comment section saying, oh, you got a job, get a real job, get a real life. You will be shocked that I actually have, a real life that's actually more real than your quote unquote real life. You'd be shocked because I mean, if I make a 20-minute long video and you come out here and watch the entire 20 minutes and then still hop into the comment section and say get a life, is that not being retarded? Do you understand? Like, is that not being retarded? Because here you are on a blog page trying to act like you're above a blog page. Like, when you click, did you not see that this was going to be celebrity gossip? What did you think this was going to be? Like, when you saw the tip, like you thought it was what, the Potter's house, and you're going to see some preaching on here. Like, what did you think you're going to see here? Like, it does not make any sense. So yeah, baby Tate tried that with got the scoop, and she said, girl, who said you were talking about anyone specifically? You stated what you don't like, and I decided to state what I don't like neither. LOL, I don't see anything wrong with what I said, okay? And so she went radio silent after that, because how are you going to be shady? Because here's the thing, you come here, you throw rocks, you hide your hands. I come back, I pick up those rocks, I throw them back at you. I hide my hands. And then all of a sudden you're mad. But I'm like, two can play that game. You came out here being shady and knowing that you would come out here and say, oh, I didn't mention Nicki Minaj specifically. Oh, I didn't mention her name. I come out here, I cloak your tea without mentioning anybody else's name. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, well, but I didn't see any name. Neither did I, B. Neither did Got the Scoop mention, did I say that? My English bundles are running out, you guys. They are depleted. did I say that? You guys, I did not. I did not say that, okay? So, like, let me know in the comment section what you think about Baby Tate. At this point, Baby Tate is just, obviously obsessed with Nicki Minaj because she does this every time. And this entire whole girls go thing, kumbaya, we'll talk about it in our next video, because really it's actually going down on the TL about these girls female rap unity and things like that. Is going down, like, literally on Twitter. And so you can only fake a friendship for so long, you guys, before the true colors really start popping out. Now, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I post. Until my next one, see you.